Ability from this tactician. A lot of critics are questioning some of the decisions that he's been able to make. Some other guys are siding with the coach. Some others are saying that those decisions needs to be looked at deeply, because how do you leave the best, arguably, Kenyan striker at this particular time? The time that Were was left, the tactician said is because he was not able to utilize the chances he was given in the national outfit, and he failed to score. But now you're leaving a person who we know he can score those goals. Double standard, is it? You really cannot tell. The tactician has his decision, and that is the way it will be. And still, it is our team, and we need to wish it all the best. Let's get back to this boxing discussion here in studio. I know Okwiri uko na fight na Tanzania tarehe 8. Na Wakenya wengi sana, they are waiting to see vile utaenda kwa hiyo ring, vile utapigana, na wengi wanataka waone umeshinda hiyo game. Umejiandaa vipi before date 8 ifike na Simbali?
Okay, nimejiandaa vyema. Nimekuwa na 8 weeks training camp. Na nimekuwa na sparring partners, though not really good sparring partners, but ile kitu ninasema I'm in great shape kushinda ile fight nyingine nilikucheza last time.
Hiyo fight ulicheza last time ulishinda in the third round.
The third round.
Na sasa unasema you're in great shape kushinda hiyo time. What does that mean?
Yeah, nikimaanisha hivyo inamaanisha yani what to expect anything good, kitu inaweza happen because nime prepare vilivyo, because mimi tangu ndani professional, this is my first time kucheza title fight. So nimekuwa nikitrain hard na nimekuwa focus sana, na najua hii ushindi itabaki hapa Kenya.
Najua unapigana na mtu pia mwenye akona record poa, kwa sababu ukiangalia hiyo jamaa Itaba record yake inakaa ni record fiti, na ni mtu mwenye pia yeye anakam kwa hii match, na pia yeye anataka sana ku take this title. Probably mentality, what are you thinking exactly saizi ukijiandaa kwa hiyo game, because unajua unaenda kupigana na mtu pia ambaye ana njaa na anataka kukupiga pia?
Tumekuwa tukiangalia video zake, na nimekuwa nikispar most of the time, nikispar na watu wako na height kama yake. So tuko na game plan ambayo ndaweza kumhandle kwa hizo round zote 10, lakini mimi najua haziwezi fika round 10 kama game itakuwa ijaisha. Yeah.
Vacant Africa Boxing Union middleweight title. You as a manager.
Yes.
Na uko na mchezaji ambaye unajua there is a lot expected from him. Wakenya wengi sana watakuwa na wait yes, watamsupport, at the same time wanataka kuona ameshinda ile mechi. Mnamwandaa vipi yeye? Pia umesikia amesema the sparring partners not the best. Wale wenye anafeel anafaa kuwa na spar nao. Aufanyi kazi yako vizuri ama mnastahili kufanya zaidi?
I think ile kitu let me go back to English. I think what Okwiri really wants is a challenge in terms of training outside of Kenya, because at the moment I think he's the best in Kenya in his category. So he's looking at going either to Europe, the UK. He used to train in the US, and there he's able to get a challenge. When you're the best and you're training with someone who is not as good as you, then you're not able to measure yourself in terms of improving on your sparring skills and the technique. So after hii fight ya tarehe 8, tunaandaa fights zingine after. We are sure we'll get the ABU title. So we're going to have other fights with other Africans. There's a fight that we have planned on the 10th of August with Mohamed Sebala. We have another one October 19th with Simon Techela, who's a Malawian. Then we want to close the year in December, him defending the ABU title, which we assume he will have by having the Ghanaian Obadai Isai. So after hii ya tarehe 8, juu sasa hatuwezi mpeleka majuu kwa sasa. Immediately after the fight, we'll now take him to the camp in the UK, whereby he'll get the skills that he needs. We're looking at getting endorsements from most of our corporate companies that will enable that. The government at the moment, under the leadership of our CS Amina, is looking better than the previous office holders. So we have promises that have been made in terms of boxing and in terms of Okwiri, and we think this time round we're going to get it right.
Looking at the preparations, I'll take you back to that, because we know We've seen him
Yes.
on the ring. We've seen what he can offer. We've seen how he fights with the other opponents. Some people even were talking about match fixes and saying that maybe they're not bringing in the best of fighters to fight Okwiri.
Yes.
He needs maybe to box better boxers. What's your general take with that?
I'll be very truthful and tell you boxing as an industry has had challenges when it comes to sponsorship. And I think this is a challenge that I would want to take out to the Kenyan government and the corporates that we have. We are proud of our Shujaa in rugby and we are proud of our Harambee Stars in football. But are we saying as Kenyans we only have two sports? We have young youths, young girls, young men who can do very well in boxing, swimming and other. So why don't we build a community of boxers by giving them the kind of promotion they need in terms of sponsorship, in terms of giving them the right gyms to train in. So once we're able to get the right kind of people, for them, in terms of, is it maintaining their livelihoods? Are we able to retain them? Are we retaining them over time to grow this skill to maybe having a WBC holder in Kenya? And Okwiri, in the next 2 years, that's our target. In 2020, we want him to play with the current #1 middleweight. But we can only do that if we have the right enforcement and the right enabling environment. So once we have that, we will go to UK and tell them we want your guy. And they'll give us their guy. And our Kenyans will be happy. But it starts with us. It starts with the industry here getting the support. KPBC, the Kenya Professional Boxing Commission, is the one that sanctions. He's a professional boxer. But the last 2 years, it's been zero grants, nothing coming from the government. So it makes it hard. But with the current CS, I'm sure we'll walk this journey with her.
Okwiri, remember time ulikuwa na turn pro, hiyo bout ulienda ukapigana. You came back now, you were not happy. I remember interview fulani tulifanya naye mahali pale Nyayo, ukisema vile gava hata short, hata support from sponsors na kila mtu au kuona feel ni kama unaweza furahi useme mimi ni Mkenya na boxia Kenya na napata ile support the way I'm supposed to get that support. It's few years now from your time uliturn pro. Your statement ina remain hivyo ama saizi at least unaweza sema najivunia vitu zimekuwa poa kiasi?
Sai bado, sai ndio sasa unajua hiyo time sikuwa na manager mtu wa kuniangalia vitu zangu. So sasa nimepata manager mtu wa kuangalia vitu zangu, nafikiri ndio tunaanza sasa. Unaona? But so far bado tunatafuta sasa. Yeah.
Talk about the challenges zenye unapitia kama boxer. Sometime najua ni hard kwa sababu boxers ni wengi. Facilities ni zile za kubambanya. How do you survive ndio unabaki unakuwa bado wewe ni mkali kwa kategori yako?
Most of the time unapata mimi huangalia vitu sana kwa mtandao. Na pia training program pia mara mingi sana utapata mimi huangalia sana kwa mtandao. Nafikiri hizo ndio vitu za survive, manake upata gym mingi hapa Kenya unapata zile equipment zinapatikana pekee ni punching bag, pad na skipping. Sasa hizo huwezi compare hizo na zile nchi zingine kama zile nchi zimeendelea sana. Unapata kuna kila kitu, kuna speed ball nini, good training partners, unaona. Sasa unapata zile kitu inatusaidia sisi ni ile tuko na heart na ile passion inafanya sisi tuanga tu maintain tuko kwa hapo.
Watu wengi sana huwa wanataka ku go out there and support the boxers and some of them fear because maybe it's a very huge task. Is it a huge task or am I the one who's assuming maybe it's a very simple and light task?
I'll tell you, it's not easy. I think there's a myth. Like I've approached a couple of corporates and some of them tell us plainly, well, we can't support you because that's a violent sport. So then I think about rugby. Then, I think we just need to demystify. Once we've demystified this, I mean, if other countries in the world are making good money out of this, they're building livelihoods. Look at the likes of Mike Tyson. Yeah? Guys have made monies out of this. Why can't we do the same? We need to demystify it. We can't say it's bad, well, else in the rest of the continent, in the rest of the world, it's acceptable. So yes, it's been a challenge. And I think mostly the challenge has been because it's deemed to be a violent sport.
Which is not?
Which it's not, because there are rules that govern it. It's sanctioned. It has a commission that looks at how the game is played. There's fair play. So I think it's basically a misconception. But with the right tools, which are already in place through the bodies that we have governing us, the Ministry of Sports, Kenya Professional Boxing Commission, and amateur boxing, whatever. Yeah. So once we demystify that and get it out of our heads, I think we'll go very far.
Kuna siasa mingi sana za boxing in the country, even as we speak at this particular time. Na hizi ni siasa zimekuwa kila mtu anataka hiyo leadership. Ya amateur. The same time, our amateurs ndio wanaturn, wanakuwa pro. Na wale pro wenye wako saizi wanapigana ndio nafaa at least pia wanaonyesha wale hivyo mwongozo. Do you think all these side shows in the business of boxing zina affect wewe kama boxer?
Sana, but unajua nini, wakati ule sisi nikibox bado nikichezea timu ya Kenya, hakukuwa na hizi nini zote. Nafikiri wote walikuwa bado pamoja. Mimi immediately after kumaliza Olympics, military professional, nikaacha wacha niachie vijana upcoming pia wapate hiyo chance ya kuweza kutaka nini kuwakilisha Kenya. So tangu hapo mimi sijafuatilia sana mambo ya amateur, nimekuwa tu nikiconcentrate na professional boxing. Yeah.
Do you think system yote inafanya boxers Kenya wanafurahi because sponsors are come in, pesa come in good time, pengine we unasikia sometime mtu alipigana do zake zikaenda na promoter kulipwa do zote. Hizi vitu zote zina affectaje wewe kama boxer?
Zinavunja morale sana. Kwa mfano before hii fight ndio ikonfirmiwe, ni fight mingi sana zile nimekuwa nikipromisiwa nita fight na as fight. Mpaka juzi nilipata manager akaniashia kwamba ataka fight ndio sasa na fight imewekwa sahihi. Lakini mara moja sana unacheza, unaenda training camp na train, uko tayari kucheza game, then unasikia game imekuwa cancelled. Na unasema inavunja morale kabisa. Yeah.
As a manager, hizi ni challenges yenye unapitia, and I know you from where you're sitting. There are also some other challenges that you guys are facing.
Yeah.
To make Okwiri still be the star isn't even better, what needs to be done?
We need to go above and beyond. Yeah. What I mean by that is that we need to grow this talent and skill to the very top-notch level he can attain. So we've had discussions with the stakeholders, and as I said earlier, our CS, Amina Muhammad, is very, very keen on this. We tried working with Echesa, and I'm sorry to say it was very frustrating as a former boxer. He actually never, ever came to our aid in any way, even if it's doing county editions or the smallest of things. The promises would be made and never came forward. So I think there's a goodwill agreement. We've been talking even with county governors, and I would be happy to say, because Judy Waguthi has a belt to defend, the WBC silver belt that she needs to defend. Madam Governor is sounding optimistic because she comes from Kirinyaga to try and put up a fight. So for the first time, we are getting people drawing into the sport because they see there's a lot of effort that our boxers are putting in, and there's very little paying out. So I'm optimistic the fields of boxing are changing. The environment is beginning to change.
Okwiri, tukimalizia, maybe your final words kwa fans wenye huwa wanakusupport ama kwa any other person mwenye anaweza kusupport. What will you tell people who love boxing, and ama any person who might be able to help you as a boxer in your own very small or big way?
Okay. Ile ni kwanza ile ninaambia mafans wangu na tuomba wanacheza boxing watokee tarehe 8 wakuja ni support, manake hiyo fight unajua si fight rahisi. Na kushinda belt, sijashinda belt, belt si yangu peke yangu, belt ni ya sote wa Kenya. So ningeomba Wakenya wote wajitokeze hiyo siku wakuja ni support, na nafikiri itakuwa mwanzo wa career yangu kuendelea kupata hiyo WBC World Champion.
As a manager uko na kazi ngumu sana, because we need to see funds, we need to see the support that he deserves, we need to see him manage in a proper way. What is your final sentiment?
I would push a challenge to you also as the media. We need you to come cover the event. Let's showcase our best talent. This is an African Boxing Union belt representing the whole of Africa. So if Okwiri should win, and he will win this belt, take it home for Kenya, for us Kenyans, if you guys can show this match, for us as Africans and for us as Kenyans, that's a plus. Another thing would be, I would also want to challenge the big corporates, the likes of Safaricom, SportsPesa, EABL. Where are you guys in our boxing industry? We need to see you. We need to feel you. It's about time you took your place in this, believe me, because very soon the dynamics are going to change in boxing in Kenya. So that would be my challenge. Kenyans come out in big numbers. We have young girls, the likes of Judy Waguthi, fighting also in the very same fight. We have many new talents there. Come, watch the fight. It's affordable. It's only 300 shillings regular. Charter Hall, 1,000 for VIP. I think that's reasonably priced. Kujeni kwa wingi, kujeni to support kijana wetu, kujeni to support Okwiri, kujeni to support Judy, kujeni to support watoto wetu.
Yeah, the fight will be June 8th at Charter Hall here in Nairobi. That is the venue, and it is the vacant Africa Boxing Union middleweight title. Okwiri is going for it, and we wish him all the best, and we know he can beat them good. We want him to beat them good in a boxing way and be able to take this title this time out.